Staying the Real Productions here, and I'm about to give my thoughts on the Push 3. A standalone is finally here, so I'm just gonna give my thoughts and determine if I would buy it or not. Most likely I might not be buying it in the near future because it's kind of expensive and I spent enough money already. But I'm just gonna investigate and see if it's kind of like if it's all about the hype, or is it just let me see, just a little small change that we could just stick to the Push 2. But disclaimer, I don't have a Push 2. I have a friend that actually owns one, and he was saying that he's still trying to get over the workflow and learning and stuff like that. So maybe he hasn't used it as much, but he's kind of busy and he got a lot of things going on. But let's see. All right. So according to this new push, this Push 3, it has on MPE. Enabled pads for MPE. So you could just do all the fancy string, more realistic sound, more expressive, and that's a dope thing. Because in these new updates of Ableton 11.3.2, yeah, the all the new sounds are there for MPE, and it's actually really good and compatible with a C-board. And I own a C-board block, which I'm gonna be doing like future videos, showing the MPE, but it's a dope thing, to add realistic vibes to the beats or maybe more emotion. But that's very dope though, that's very dope. And of course the standalone is a standalone, so basically you won't be needing a computer, but uh I would say like it has no speakers, but you could always do headphones and everything. But yeah, it's that's a dope thing, because we haven't seen a Push in how many years now? Like almost a decade, so that's dope. The standalone is dope, so you could just put your headphones in and rock out. And of course the built-in audio interface, which is dope. So I'm pretty sure you could probably just lay down some reference vocals, after you finish your beat and everything, and lay down some quick ideas. And it's very dope. Of course, once again, expressive touch. So the MPE and all that stuff is cool. But I mean, I have one of these, from years ago, and it's definitely a dope instrument, and it's closer to being having a like actual Push, but nowhere closer. But of course. But I use this from Novation, from time to time, and of course, it's still standard in terms of like how to use it and what to use. But this is the Mark 2, I believe, or 1. Yeah, it's the old one, but yeah, it's dope. But then we got yeah, of course, I don't know if the MPE is actually 5-dimensional like the C board, but we got what strike, pressure, touch. What's the other two? Yeah, the modulation part. But it's a lot of stuff though. But I got a C-board block, and it's kind of small and like a little bit more tougher to actually use it, but it's cool. But this is a dope instrument. Of course, like is it an Intel, or is like the actual the the processor is like a i3. I mean, it would be dope if it was the i7, but there's definitely like in the future they were saying all the parts inside could be upgraded, so that's dope too. And yeah, they're doing something that not a lot of other companies do in terms of workflow. But yeah, but to have the actual the launch scenes and everything, and the thing, yeah, this part right here, to have the actual launch, like And yeah, this is dope though. But I'm an Ableton user, you know, proud, and I don't see any other DAW that's kind of like actually more like capable of doing a lot of the things that it already had from years ago, you know. But let me see. So he has like, okay, so he doesn't really, yeah, no computer needed. Oh, there's the MPE. Aftertouch, of course. Well, he's gonna plug in. Yeah, we can't forget the outs, the ins and outs. So you get the guitar in there, so that's dope. Yeah, and another thing too, the space that actually comes with like 256 gigs. So that's beating a lot of those other standalone drum machines straight out the gate. So that's very good. You know, with an MPC, like having an MPC, like I have the Live 2 and I ran out of space on the first beat damn near, but yeah, but this is dope though. Yeah. Then of course hooking up like other instruments too, like other MIDIs, like that's dope too. That's dope. But you know, that's my thoughts on the push. My thoughts on the push, you know. Chance of me getting it this year is very slim. So, you know, I'm gonna have to save up. But, you know, we'll see what happens. Other than that, you know, I'm coming through with like some more videos to, you know, show the MPE, and, you know, if you have another MPE controller that'll actually work with it too, so that's cool. You know, so sign off, Damon Real Productions. Peace.